Hey folks, Brian Blessing getting ready for the big game, Super Bowl 50, and the player props that are available. This is going to be just a buffet of opportunities on the wagering board right here at BigOnSports.com. And in this video, we're going to focus on Denver through the air. And we'll talk about running backs catching passes. We'll talk about the wide receivers and tight ends. And it's just another segment of the game that you try to break down. You talk about Ronnie Hillman, the running back, total receiving yards at 9.5 yards. His longest reception at 6.5. Total receptions by the running back, Ronnie Hillman, over under 1.5. How about Demaryius Thomas? This is the big play receiver for the Broncos, but Manning's arm strength, it seems like he has a real hard time getting the ball downfield to Thomas, and Thomas drops the ball a lot. 67.5 yards, the projected receiving total for Demaryius Thomas. The longest reception for Thomas, a big number because he's a big play guy at 23.5 yards. Other guys that we have to focus on. You have Emmanuel Sanders, his longest reception, 26.5 yards. He's the slot receiver, but he's a guy that Manning looks for an awful lot. He's at 69.5 yards projected for the entire game. Will Sanders score a touchdown? The no is minus $1.80. Will he have a rushing attempt? They'll get a big plus price at $2.70. But to think that they'll try to give Sanders the ball on an end around or a jet sweep, but it's certainly within the realm of possibility. How about the tight ends? Owen Daniels, he's a veteran and he's clutch. And we look at Daniels, over under 15.5 yards for his longest reception, 33.5 yards total receiving yards for Daniels throughout the course of the game. The other tight end, Vernon Davis has become literally invisible in the Denver offense. But might they actually try to dial something up for him? It's a very low total. There may be value on him in that particular prop. The bottom line is Peyton Manning was one of the most polarizing players from a prop perspective for Super Bowl 50 because there are defined question marks about his arm strength, and then that bleeds into the receivers, the running backs, catching passes for Manning. The other thing you got to factor in is your handicap of the game, because in many instances, individual players have bigger numbers if they're on the losing side because the team's behind, playing catch up, and becoming one-dimensional. It's the game within the game. All these opportunities are available to you each and every day, but especially for the big game right here on BigOnSports.com.